just got my hands on the DJI OSMO Pocket 3 and I'm super thrilled about it. Now I'm going to be taking this gem with me on my next trip and I want you to be part of the journey. See, in this video I want you to drop your questions and your comments down below and I'll do my best to answer those questions as I test out this video on my upcoming trip next week. But first off, let's talk about the things that I already love about this camera. You've probably heard other people say this, but that quick turn on mode is a game changer, especially when you're trying to capture the moment. If you've got something like family or kids or animals or something, pets that you have, that you want to capture the moment on, and when you want to just quickly pull it out of the pocket, flip it on, 1, 2, 3, boom, you're in the action. Number 2, it's going to be that stabilization. I think the stabilization is phenomenal. It's always been really good, but I think this newer update has even been smoother. Obviously, there's still this up and down form feature that can kind of be worked on, but overall, it still does a fantastic job with stabilization. And with that stabilization, we can't forget about the whole entire tracking mode, which I think it does track 6.0 and is absolutely phenomenal at keeping you in center or in frame, because there's lots of new frame modes now that really just changes the game with the way that you can create your content. Now, this is something that's actually pretty key for a lot of new content creators who don't fully understand the rule of thirds or the golden ratio. This camera can do it all for you, so you can get the best possible shots in every single frame, which is huge. Talking about best possible frames, this gives you a massive 1-inch sensor. For those of you who do not know, it is bigger than your phone, it is bigger than your action cameras, it is bigger than any other pocket device that you can have currently on the market, and it does a phenomenal job. Honestly, that is what convinced me to go ahead and pull the trigger and get this guy. When I first saw the reviews, I thought to myself, there's no way they're getting that high quality, like movie video cinematic look out of this small little thing. And here you can see the studio quality that I've got it set up. This is the DJI Osmo Pocket 3, and this is the Canon R50. So I'm going to be definitely a lot more punched in on the Canon R50 because I am not using a 50mm today. I'm actually using one of those pretty much stock basic lenses. I can't even remember what it is, 18 to 55 or something. I don't know. And this one is just the built-in camera. This is all the auto settings too. I haven't changed the settings or anything else like that, like I have done here in the Canon R50. So just a little heads up if you were wondering what it looked like side by side. And this is the audio coming straight out of the DJI Osmo Pocket 3. And this is the audio that I'm actually using for the Canon R50. And it's an external microphone right here. That is the DJI mic. I think it's the first one. There we go. And let's not forget the fact that it is literally the perfect size to fit right inside of your pocket. It closes itself up, puts itself to bed, and you put it right inside of its cozy little pocket there. And then it just goes right in the pocket like no problem. Like, seriously, how convenient is that? And not only that, I don't have to worry about the whole entire thing. I've seen some people complaining about the magnet thingy flipping the camera. Look, I'm literally flicking it. Locked in. Not going anywhere. I don't know what people are complaining about on that one. Now, not everything's sunshine and rainbows, so let me talk about the cons that I've run into, and obviously are pretty obvious when it comes to the DJI Osmo Pocket 3. Number one, if you're looking for this to be an action camera, something where you go swimming with, obviously this is not waterproof and you shouldn't be swimming with something like this. Obviously, you can do whatever you want, do it at your own risk, but I'm telling you right now, this is not rated for diving, swimming, and any of that other stuff. Not to mention the fact that this does have moving parts, and because it has moving parts, it is more susceptible to accidents, breaks, cracks, damages, and it's really expensive to replace unless you have obviously some sort of coverage either through the place that you purchase it or through DJI themselves. And last but not least, it's got to be the DJI Mimo app, which there's a live streaming mode available on like your phone where you can download onto the DJI Mimo app to use this for live streaming, but it just doesn't work. I've tried so many times. I've set it up. RTMP did regular through the actual YouTube or Facebook, and both times, every single one, it just does not work. And this has been an issue even with the DJI Action 5 Pro. Just giving you the heads up. So in that case, it's not going to be the most dependable live streaming device if you're looking to use a separate device from your phone to live stream. Say something like the GoPros, which actually do a fantastic job in that area. But again, for everyday vlogging, this is the best camera on the market currently right now. Now, let me tell you something a little bit more before I let you go. This may honestly be the best camera right now that any new content creator can purchase, obviously excluding your cell phones that are right inside of your pocket, because of the fact that this has incredible microphone, insanely good resolution. It's really easy to use. You can do the whole entire thing with, again, rule of thirds, the golden ratio, all set up in there for you. It's superb. And there's a vast ocean of content creators who have created optimization videos for you to get the best possible quality footage out of your DJI Osmo Pocket 3. And for those of you who are even wondering like how this would be better than your phone, think about it this way. I'm one of those people, I pull my phone out, I get distracted by some of the notifications that come up, and I totally forget that I was pulling it out to take a video or a picture, whatever it might be in that moment. This right here, I'm pulling out the camera, I know what I'm doing with the camera, it's getting a picture, I'm getting the video. I'm not getting distracted by any notifications. That's the reason why having a dedicated camera is better than just using your phone. 90% of the time, you will capture the shot versus when you try to pull it out with your phone, at least in my case, and maybe some of yours. Again, you may be just like me. When I first saw the DJI Osmo Pocket 3, I thought, nah, that thing's way too overhyped. There's no way that it's that good of a camera. And actually being an owner and a user of the DJI Osmo Pocket 3 now, I can tell you, it is the best content creation camera that any new content creator, vlogger, even businesses could purchase right now if they're not looking to get something like a full-on DSLR. You know, this video is not sponsored. DJI, if you want to sponsor this video, please hit me up. I would love to work with you because I love your products. Anyway. Not to mention that there's phenomenal battery life in there. I totally left that out. And you can get like extendable battery and make the battery life go even further. But again, this video was just to give you a quick little heads up that I'm going to be going on a trip next week. Let me know in the comment section what questions you might have. This is very time sensitive. I'm going to be out there checking the comments. If there is a question that pops up on the DJI Osmo Pocket 3 that I could answer, I will go ahead and make sure to add that into the next upcoming video about the DJI Osmo Pocket 3. Until then, YouTube thinks you might like this video over here of the DJI Osmo Pocket 5 that I did a quick little review on. And don't forget to like and subscribe. We'll see you again on the next one. Aloha. Chee.